Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Maths Focus. We are still on quadratic equation, so we take this example. Solve the equation 5x squared minus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Option A, minus 1 or 1 over 5. Option B, minus 1 or minus 1 over 5. Option C, minus 1 or 1 over 5. Option D, 1 or minus 1 over 5. Option E, minus 1 or 5. So now let's begin. We go like this. Solution. So we have 5x squared minus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So having this, we solve. Remember the way we solve quadratic equation? We just multiply. First of all, multiply our first term and our last term. So our first term here is 5x squared and our last term here is minus 1. So you can do this in a rough place, like you see 5x squared multiplied by minus 1. So this is going to give you minus 5x squared. So now the next thing we could do is we look for two numbers whereby when we multiply them together we're going to have minus 5x squared, and when we sum them together we're going to have minus 4x. So what two numbers are going to give us that? So we have minus 5x squared down here. So I will take minus 5 times 1 minus 5x times x. Minus 5x times x is going to give us minus 5x squared, right? So now let's sum this and see. Minus 5x plus x. So minus 5x plus x is going to give us, it's going to be equal to minus 4x, right? So you know the x is just a standing variable, so we can take it as 1. So that is just like minus 5 plus 1, which is equal to minus 4. So we have minus 4x. So now these are factors. So what we do next is we just take this minus 5x and plus x, and we change it, substitute it with this minus 4x. Thereby we write it like this: 5x squared minus 5x plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we change this. Instead of writing this, we now write our factors. So having this, the next thing we do, we just put them in a bracket. We now have bracket 5x squared minus 5x, close the bracket. Our positive sign, we bring our positive sign down, open another bracket, x minus 1, close the bracket, all equal to 0. So the next thing we do now, we just take this whole bracket, we factor out, we look for a number that is common in these brackets and we bring it out. So what number is common here? I will bring out 5x, bracket x minus 1. 5x multiplied by x is going to give us 5x squared. 5x multiplied by minus 1 is going to give us minus 5x. So I bring down my positive sign. So I take this bracket. What's common here? What is common in this bracket? I'll take 1. I open my bracket, x minus 1. Close the bracket, all equal to 0. 1 minus x is going to give us x. 1 minus plus 1 minus x is going to give us plus x. Plus 1 minus 1 is going to give us minus 1. And note also that when you're solving quadratic equation, your two brackets are supposed to be the same. So we just pick this, put it in a bracket. We have 5x plus 1. We close our bracket. Then we pick one of these. That is bracket x minus 1. Close the bracket. All equal to 0. Remember this, that why we just pick one of these is that by the time you open this bracket, this is what you're going to have. So now the next thing we have is either 5x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So having this, what we do is, I always prefer crossing over to the other side. So we cross this our 1 to the other side. When our positive number cross our equality sign, it becomes negative. So our plus 1 is going to cross over here. So we're going to have 5x is equal to minus 1. Since it's positive, when it crosses over, it becomes negative. So the next thing we do, we just divide both sides by the coefficients of x, which is 5. So when we want to divide through by 5, we say we just divide through, by 5. So we have 5x divided by 5 is equal to minus 1 divided by 5. Our 5 cancel our 5. Then we have x is equal to minus 1 over 5. Coming here, let's solve this. We have x minus 1 is equal to 0. So likewise, we cross over. So once our negative 1 cross our equality sign, we have our x is equal to 1. So therefore, x is equal to minus 1 over 5, or 1. So x is equals to 1, or x is equal to minus 1 over 5. So let's see if we have this in our question. Solve the equation 5x squared minus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we can see we have that as option D. X is equals to 1 or minus 1 over 5. X is equals to 1 over 5 or 1. So this is it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and drop your comment in the comment section. Thank you.